Another graph you need to know how to draw is a cumulative frequency graph. And so we need to find the cumulative frequencies first. You're given a frequency table and you need to find the cumulative frequency. And if you know what the word cumulative means, it means you're adding up and you keep adding up as you progress. So it'll start at 0. And then, imagine we're just going up a kilo at a time. Then we've reached 60 kilos. Okay, we've picked up 14 more people. When we move up about to 65, we've picked up another 24 people. So what we'll write in there is 14 plus 24, which is 38. Then we move up another 5 kilos, we pick up another 22 people. We go up to 60. Then we pick up another 85 people, we'll go up to 106. Then finally, we'll pick up the rest, so we'll end up at 120. So now we can draw a cumulative frequency graph. So now we will draw our graph. So we should probably sort out our scale first. We're going from 0 to 100. Oh, well, actually, we can technically start at 40, because we know there's nothing below 40, 70, 90, 100. Or you know what, you could just go... $50, $60, $80, $100. That'll work. Now, cumulative frequency, we have to go up to 120. So we are given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. I'd go 120, 140, 100, 80, 60, 40, 20, and 0. And label your axes. See, and then this is going to be weight in kilograms. So we start plotting our points. We'll have a height of 0 at 40. Then at 60 we'll go up to 14. Use x's to plot your points. At 65 we'll be at 38. Then at 70 we'll be at 60. Then at 85 we'll be at 106. Then at 100 we will be at 120. And then what you want to do is freehand curve and try to go through all the points. This may take you a few tries. You definitely want to be doing this in pencil. Okay, that's good enough. It is easier to do on paper. You used to be able to do a cumulative frequency polygon, as in you'd rule each line dot to dot, but you can no longer do that because otherwise your estimates are just as good as a histogram. It doesn't tell you anything different. And so, well, what can we actually do with the cumulative frequency diagram? Oh, we also probably should say weights of students at sports college. You don't have to add a title, but it's in the real world you would have to. And then you can kind of see that you've got steeper increase here. So that if you've got steeper increase in the first half, that means you're going to have like this. It's going to be positively skewed. So that's one thing you can see. You can actually kind of see the shape with a cumulative frequency graph. I'll just move this away because now the most important part about a cumulative frequency graph is maybe some estimates. So we can estimate the median, for example. I'll just get out a different colour, make it easy to see. We rule from 60, which is halfway, half of 120, and we go down. Well, actually, in here, our median happens to be exact because it is a plotted point. But say it wanted the 80th percentile. Percentile means 80th percentile, 80% of values below that number. So what we do is 0.8 multiplied by 120, which is equal to 96. So we'd go from 96, which is here, rule along, move downwards, and we get roughly 81. And once again, this is an estimate. And you can also estimate your quartiles. The quartiles here is going to be at 30. Let's be that lines up here, and that's at 64. And your upper quartiles be at 90. Rule there and down. About 78.5. And so then it could ask you things, okay, what proportion, it could ask you the opposite, rather than asking you what's 80th percentile, they could have asked you, okay, what K percent of values fall below 81, which is our 80th percentile, estimate the value of K. And you'd have to do the opposite. You'd rule from 81 up to intersect the curve and then go on to cumulative frequency and then divide by 120 and get your K. And this is exactly what this question is like here. It is found that 35% of the students weigh more than WKGs. So, well, that's actually, this is pretty much a percentile question. 100 minus 35 equals 65%. So it's basically asking, okay, at WKGs is the 65th percentile. 0.65 times 120 is equal to 78. We get a different colour, we'll go red, easy to see. 78 here, cuts the graph, and here. Roughly, we'll call that 75. So we would say W equals 75 is our estimate. That is pretty much all you really need to know about cumulative frequency graphs. There are lots of different ways they could ask you about estimates, and the best way to be familiar with all that is lots of practice. This is just the general concept and should be enough for you to get straight into practice.